Many of us criticize the current state of refereeing in football, but what we fail to realize is what football was like before this screen. Before 2018, football was a game where legal cheating was part of the show. An era where strikers became goalkeepers, defenders practiced WWE, and legendary goals were killed by a single wrong whistle. It was an era that stole the dreams of whole nations and shattered the careers of legendary players. In this video, we will talk about refereeing mistakes that changed the course of history before VAR. Let us go back in time to June 27, 2010, the South Africa World Cup. England versus Germany, a match that was essentially an early final. The game started like a nightmare for the English. By the 32nd minute, Germany was already leading 2-0, but England didn't give up. In the 37th minute, Matthew Upson scored a powerful header, cutting the deficit to 2-1. The English fans were roaring, the momentum shifted, and then, just 60 seconds later, came the moment that changed the history of football forever. Frank Lampard receives the ball outside the box. He chips it perfectly over Manuel Neuer. The ball hits the crossbar, bounces down, and crosses the goal line by a clear 33 centimeters.
Over the line or not? Yes, most definitely.
However, the referee had a different opinion. He ordered play to continue. Instead of a 2-2 comeback, the English team completely collapsed mentally. In the second half, Germany took advantage of the frustration and scored 2 more goals, ending the match in a humiliating 4-1 defeat for England. This single mistake robbed a generation of English players of their World Cup dream. But it was so scandalous that it forced FIFA to change football history by introducing goal line technology. But football history didn't just suffer from blind referees. It was also ruined by players who mastered the art of legal cheating. And our next story features one of the greatest strikers in history, who decided to play basketball to qualify for the World Cup. November 18th, 2009, Stade de France in Paris, the World Cup playoffs, France versus Ireland. It was the ultimate high-stakes match. Ireland had shocked the French team by leading 1-0, tying the aggregate score.
Gilban angles it back through for Duff. Now can he keep it in and pull it across? He has! Kane! They've done it!
The game dragged into extra time, and the pressure was suffocating. Then came the 103rd minute. A free kick was crossed into the Irish penalty box. The ball was going out of bounds, but the legendary French captain, Thierry Henry, did the unthinkable. He used his hand, not once, but twice, to control the ball, and then passed it to William Gallas, who scored the qualifying goal for France.
And how the referee has not seen it. There's so many bodies in the way. But look at that. It's blatant from Thierry Henry.
The Irish players completely lost their minds, begging the Swedish referee, Martin Hansen, to look at the linesman. But there was no VAR. The goal stood. Ireland was robbed of their World Cup dream. Our next story is perhaps the most heartbreaking of them all. This time, the lack of VAR didn't just steal a win. It brutally destroyed a player's lifetime dream of playing in the biggest match of his career. A childhood dream is drawing closer, playing in the Champions League final after a historic season. But the referee had a different opinion. The date, May 5th, 2009, Emirates Stadium in London. Semi-finals of the UEFA Champions League, Arsenal versus Manchester United. Manchester United was putting on a masterclass, leading 3-0 on the night and cruising to the final. Darren Fletcher, the unsung hero of Sir Alex Ferguson's midfield, was having the game of his life. But in the 75th minute, everything shattered. Arsenal's Cesc Fabregas ran into the box. Fletcher made a world-class, textbook sliding tackle, cleanly touching the ball first before Fabregas fell. It was an absolute defensive masterpiece. But the Italian referee, Roberto Rossetti, saw it differently. He pointed to the penalty spot and showed Fletcher a straight red card.
Oh, it's a red card! And Darren Fletcher, in that moment, sees his personal dream of playing in a Champions League final taken from him.
There are so many other historic robberies that altered matches and football history forever. From Maradona's hand goal in 1986 to Chelsea's ultimate tragedy in 2009. At the end of the day, this screen has brought justice to football, but some say it killed the raw emotion of celebrating a goal instantly. So, I want to ask you, do you prefer modern football with this technology, or do you miss the crazy drama of the old days?